Welcome to the show, presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. Hey, I have an amazing show for you. I have a great show for you. If you are a casual fan, looking, wanting, yearning, trying to figure out how to become a fanatic, a full-time fanatic, I'm here for you. You can go ahead and put your favorite blankie away. There's no need for it. There's no need for it. You're going to want to pick a sport. You got to pick a sport. Pick a sport that you would like to become a fan of. There are many sports. You don't have to. You do not have to be emboldened and just choose one sport. In fact, I'm going to give you some Vince's notes. Pick more than one sport. And I'll give you the extreme details of why later on. You're just going to have to stick around. I will give you the extreme detail of why later on. You're just going to have to stick around because it is the advanced level. Got to start out with 101, casual fan becoming fan, 101 level. The other part is more advanced. Pick a sport. Pick a sport that you would like to follow, that you enjoy, that will raise your temperature and make you feel something. Hopefully something good. Hopefully something you can be proud of. Hopefully something that does not make your skin crawl, that doesn't make you feel icky, don't make you feel sticky. In fact, it makes you feel some kind of way, but not the way you get caught up in your feelings. Not that way. You get the sport, you got the sport, then you got to narrow it down a little bit more. After you got the sport, after you figured out what sport you want to support, after you figured out what sport you want to follow, you're going to have to pick a team. How do you pick a team? How do you choose a team? There are many and multiple ways you could choose a team, pick a team, because the colors of the jerseys, the colors of the kit, the colors of the uniform, they pretty. They look good. They look amazing. You can be a fanatic, a fan of a team just because the jerseys and the uniforms look cool and look good. And when you put it on yourself, you look just as good. You look just as cool. You look just as right in your drippy drip. It can be easy as that. It can be hard as flipping a coin, flipping some kind of coin and going through every single team, every single coin flip and trying to figure out who won the toss. Who won the toss? And that is a more difficult way than picking and choosing based on colors of the uniform, based on colors of the things that they wear when they are competing. Or you can just go and follow a team that your family supported, that your family passed down to you. You've been holding off for so long, generation after generation, 100 years after 100 years, and now you decided the time is now. Okay, fam. I am ready to hop aboard. I am ready to come along. I am ready to be 100% behind the family. I'm ready to root for and be a fan of that team. Or you can just figure out who owns a dartboard that you know of, or you can rent one if that's a thing, if that is a thing, and just put all the teams on the dartboard, and you get your little trusty dart You put a blindfold on and you just start tossing. You just start tossing. But before you toss more than one, after you toss the first, if you land on something, which I'm quite sure you will land on something, but if it's the dartboard, that's your team. If it's the dartboard, that is your team. Simple, complex, difficult, challenging, maybe. And that's some ways that you can pick and choose your team, the team that you are going to root for, follow, support, be a fanatic of. And after you reach the conclusion to that, after you done figured out, hey, this is my team, this is the team that I want to be a part of, this is the crew that I want to rock with, these are my peeps, they ain't my day one, but they my day 365, and that's good for something. That is good for something. When you figure that part out, forget everything that you know. Forget everything that's logical. Forget everything that makes sense until you are actually want to make sense. Until actually you are reviewing the games, reviewing the matches, reviewing whoever they played against, and you are trying to understand or figure it out, why did they win or lose, or you get into the analytics of it and breaking it down, the stats and all of that. That's when you want to turn the functioning, the brain functions back on. But up until then, that hamster wheel that you've been running on endlessly, you can stop all that. You can stop all that when you got a team to root for, when you got a team, because you can only control what you can control. You can't control anything else. Anything and everything that you do, it's not going to change the outcome of the game, change the outcome of the match. You can think to yourself inside your own head that, hey, I'm at this game. I am cheering, I am rooting, I am booing, I am making noises. I'm making sounds. Some will call it music. Some will call it noise. You pick, you choose. You pick, you choose. But know this. It may make a little difference. A little. But if you are thinking that if you don't do something, if you don't cheer harder than the person across from you, the team might lose, it's okay to think that. It's okay to have stations. It's okay to just let everything go. Release. You have no control. Understand that. Understand that there's no control, and what makes sense won't make sense, and what does make sense don't, and vice versa, and versa vice. When you are able to release and embrace the unknown, release and cherish the unknown, release and be okay with the unknown. That's another step. But it's difficult. It's hard. It is something that a skilled fanatic still have trouble doing because we just ain't wired that way. We just ain't wired that way. We think what's difficult is impossible. What's impossible is possible. What can happen won't happen. What will happen won't happen. There are just so many things that I can just say that don't make sense and just go ahead and understand it don't make sense, and everybody's in agreement that it doesn't make sense, but it's what we rock with. It's this unwritten rule that we share together that it's okay. I don't know, nobody knows, but we don't know together, so we can enjoy the unknown together. I can scream, I can yell, I can say this, I can say that. Will it have an impact? Yay, nay, I don't know. They don't know. Nobody knows. The trouble I see, nobody knows. Nobody. It'd be okay if somebody claimed that they know. It's okay. But in reality bites, but in reality, they do not know. Even the computers get it wrong. The projections get it wrong. The predictions get it wrong. Introduce sport gambling. That's why it's so popular. Nobody knows, except if your bank is the biggest bank. If you have more money, you will have more opportunities to win, or you just have more chances, a longer time to stick around until the other person runs out of money. That's usually how that works, right? Right? Okay. Right. When that is out of the way, when you have embraced the unknown, when you have said, I'm okay with it, it don't make sense, I got this button in front of me, I'm pressing it, it feels like it's broken, but that is okay. I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. Be prepared. And I don't take this lightly. Be prepared for misery. Be prepared for misery. Depending on how many teams in that league that you picked, that's how many chances, that's how many opportunities, that is the percentage or the percentile that will be left for your team to actually win. And then you can break that down even further. There's certain teams that just won't win. That just won't win. Why, you ask? They're poorly ran. Do your research. If it's poorly ran, poorly run, you might want to stay back. Hit them with the stiff arm. Hit them with the stiff arm. Get back. Back. Hit them with the stiff arm. And after you hit them with the stiff arm and get back, assuming that this team isn't the team that you picked because of the fam. This team isn't the team that you picked because of some loved one, somebody that you care for, somebody that said, hey, this is your team, this is our team, this is what we do. And then if that's the case, good luck. Misery loves company, except for when company doesn't want misery. Make that make sense? Make that make sense. But once you understand that the unknown is there, you've got your team, you picked the sport, misery is there, misery is around, misery of having this bad sport, bad team. Unknown is too much. Unknown is too much. It builds character, because at one point or another, 1 year or another, 1 century or another, at some point in time, the team will win. The team will come close, and it would make all of that misery, all of that character building, that much more worth it. That much more worth it. Ooh, this character. This is nice. This character building is nice. I mean, look, all those years of pain, all of those years of misery, all of those years of just feeling bad, feeling down, and you're up and you're winning now, it makes all of that worth it. It makes all of that worth it. Enjoyable, pleasant, actually pleasant. But if you think that it's that simple, where, okay, you can win, winning is easy, winning, everybody wants to do it, everybody can, nobody wants to be miserable. Whoa. This is when the research comes into play. This is when the research is going to have to be top notch. This is when the research is going to have to be world class. Make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's and don't leave anything to chance. You don't want to flip a coin for your research. You want to know every single thing about the sport, the team, and everything in between when it comes to you making that jump from being a casual fan to a fanatic. A casual fan to a fanatic. And my casual peeps, casual fans that's still here and stuck around, extra bonus star or extra credit for you. Gold star, extra credit, bonus. Hey, it all means the same. It all means the same. And I'm gonna hit you with some advanced 405 level. 405 level. When you're picking the sport and when you're picking the team, but first off, the sport, pick more than one sport. Pick more than one sport and you will have more teams to be a fan of, more teams to be a fanatic of. And when you have more teams, you have more chances to win, more chances to have a winner, more chances for the opportunity to be happy and not miserable. And that's that advanced level. Because if you casual and jumping from casual to being regular, a novice, a noob, you will make the rookie, novice, noob mistake. And that's just picking one sport and picking one team. When you can just spread it across the entire year. There's sports going on throughout the year. Sports going on throughout the year. And you have that many more chances to win and not be miserable. That many more chances to have a winner backing you or you backing a winner. That many more opportunities and chances. But if you want to skip all that and you want to go to the next level, that it would be a bandwagon fan. Not everybody can do that. Not everyone is built for that. I'm not built for that. I can't do that. I can't be a front runner. I can't be a bandwagon kind of guy. That ain't me. It's not me. But if you're coming from casual to some kind of fan, you can be a bandwagon if you're built for it. The misery, you don't have to worry about it. The misery isn't there. You support winners. You follow the winners. You follow heart, love, winning so much. You don't stick with one team. You just go from one winning team to the next winning team. One winning team to the next winning team. One winning. And I say, that's difficult. That is hard. I mean, you will have to basically know the history and everything about almost every single team around. That's for big brains. That's for big brains. Translation, that's for huge brains. It's not for the small brains. It's not for the tiny, itty bitty brains. Teeny weeny, for that matter. And that's the cheat code. Everybody knows the cheat code. Everybody don't enter the cheat code. Everybody don't respect the cheat code, but it's there. It's an avenue. It's an avenue to have. You can take it if you need to. But I'd suggest if you do, there's no going back. You gotta ride that puppy out until the end. What end? The end. Gotta ride it out to the end. And with all of that, being a fan is a full-time job. It never stops. It becomes a part of who you are. It becomes your makeup, your identity. It is what you project back to everyone else. And that's why this is super, yes, duper important. And those are the steps. Those are the way, the bonus, and the cheat. The end. The end.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.